Hey y'all, Randomly Rose here. I've been putting this off, but I'm gonna do it now. I'm showing y'all the Christmas decor for the living room. It's a wreath I made, and I made that little lampshade, and I painted that little deer picture. And these are my cuckoo clocks. One day I will have a real one. Dadgummit, I will. And then there's my little gnome under there. He stays out all year though. And this is the tablecloth I got from Walmart last year on sale. And the little reindeer, the Santa Claus reindeer and sleigh right there. That is Chunk's nest. He made that. That is, they're ignoring it since it's there. It was on our table, but I've set the table for Christmas, and they don't like the idea of being off the table because we don't use the table, we eat at the bar. But here's, that's a pool noodle reindeer I made. I hadn't got his legs on him. Never figured out the legs, so he's sitting in there like he's just laying. He's laying in there. And there's my Dotsies. This is from my Cassie. I can't find a black one. Black and tan with wings. And there's my chonkers and Santa Claus. And then we got a couple things over here. Whoops. Sorry, y'all. Got a couple things over here. And there's my reindeer. And then the tables, it's kind of messed up. And Chunks, of course, got his fat butt on it. And then, see, it's so bad. There's their thing. Oh no, they gave it to him. I hope they ain't paid attention to it. This is my cocoa bar. The lights are off. It's late, so we're dealing with what lights in here. Okay, that's our Frenda. I will not show that. But that's Mishy's coat. Here is my, and it fell on the floor. There's my couch. It's messed up because I've been sitting on it. There's Mishy's bed. Little Christmas right there. And there's, I made this pillow out of placemats. And here's my table. I love my reindeer bowl. And the little reindeer coasters. And there's my puppy. When I got him, he had a pumpkin hat on. There's my fireplace, y'all. Y'all like my fireplace? It's a party. That's my stocking I've had since I was little. I don't know when it was made for me. And there's my flower arrangement for in here. That's a stocking, but I was going to turn it into a pillow, but I didn't do it. And that's, my little gnomes are up there, but I keep them there all the time, but they're supposed to be Christmas. Little angel sets. And my granny made those Santa Clauses and that peekaboo Santa Claus. Peeking Santa Claus. And then that's a candle. And then found this on sale last year at Walmart, and the little snowman. And this is a garland I made, and it's actually two. My granny made that. It lights up. I don't have it on. And then there's the tier tray for stuff, and there's my tonka. And there's, The Santa Claus is a stocking too. I was gonna turn them into pillows, but I decided just hang them, and I made that little arrangement. And then we have my snow globes. I love snow globes. I don't know why that cookie jar is still there. And then here's my reindeer and my gnome. And a pool bowl I found on the side of the road. And then we'll take you to the tree. There's my tree, y'all. Let me back up. There's my tree. And then there's a tree in the craft and guest room, but we have a guest. And then there's that's boxes I'm gonna use to wrap stuff. No, I haven't wrapped nothing yet. And then there's my Santa sack. Yep, this is it. Yep. The coziness of it. I actually don't have that much in the kitchen, but yep, and I'm watching videos of tiny campers, but this is it, y'all. This is my tree. Yeah, there's a few breakables on there, but not very many, and the breakables are up high. Most of that is unbreakable stuff, and I'm still okay. They're working. That one's working. I don't know if they're all working or not. Okay, there's one. It's working, and then that one's working, and then that one's working. I got those a long time ago. I'm actually missing one. I had 4. I had 2 reindeer, which my 2 reindeers are on here. Oh, there's the snowman, and he's not working. I don't know why. Maybe because he wasn't sitting up straight. I don't know, but he still ain't working. And this.
Display classes. Take charge. Start your format today at purdueglobal.edu.
All right, that's the tree. That's it. But y'all have a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy New Year. Y'all be safe, be happy, spread love. Bye, y'all. Randomly Rose out. Bye, y'all.